In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 4 must-have books I believe that you need to read if you have just started your spiritual awakening journey, if you have been going through your spiritual awakening journey, or if you believe you might be entering into a spiritual awakening or an awakening in your life. While spiritual awakenings affect everyone differently, I do find that one common thread through all of my students and anybody that I've ever worked with is the same, and that is that either something traumatic happened in their life, a catalyst moment, something difficult, something challenging happened, or they experienced some shift in perspective where they acknowledged and realized that they were experiencing severe unhappiness, a lack of fulfillment, and a feeling of hopelessness and helplessness and or stuckness in their life. And that's why today I've chosen these very 4 unique individual special books that I feel will support you the best as you are going through your awakening journey. Because we all know an awakening journey is definitely not something easy, it's definitely not something simple, and it's definitely a time in somebody's life, in your life, where you can feel super isolated, feel super alone, and feel like you are in this perpetual darkness, not knowing how to find the light. These books helped me to find my own light in my spiritual awakening journey. These books helped me to get to know who I truly was authentically and unapologetically. Similarly to how a caterpillar goes through its chrysalis moment before it transforms into a butterfly, these books will support you through that catalyst moment, that moment of deep darkness, so that you can remember that the light exists within you. As you start coming into awareness and you start realizing how your ego and your shadow self play a role, how they are self-deprecating, how they limit you, how they hold you back from truly being able to be yourself in your highest expression, these 4 books will help you along the way. They will help you in understanding how to practice self-forgiveness, how to have compassion, how to remember that there are miracles happening every single day here on this earth. And above all else, they will support you through this journey of self-evolution, this journey of remembering and uncovering who you truly are at your deepest core, who you are when you are connected with your highest self, and how to show up in this world illuminating your highest expression. The first book I'm going to share with you is a book that helped me through my 3rd and final spiritual awakening. This book supported me in a time when I was remembering what my life purpose was, when I was tuning in and tapping in to my true authentic self and how to honor my soul purpose, my soul mission here on earth, knowing that when you show up in your highest expression, when you show up aligned and embodying your life purpose and your soul purpose, everything else in this world falls into place. And that first book that I'm going to share with you is The Alchemist. Paulo Coelho's Alchemist book really does a fantastic job in sharing the story of a little boy as he ventures through wanting to reach and seek this treasure, and through that entire journey, he remembers who he truly is. He connects with his life purpose, with his soul mission, and he understands how to embody who he is authentically, unapologetically, and shine out into this world. The book dives into remembering why it's so important to follow your own individual dreams, why it's so important to live life for you and not for anybody else. The book is this reminder that whatever dreams you have in your life, whatever you aspire to experience, whatever you put on your vision board, your manifestation board, whatever it is that you believe is your dream life is attainable. The entire journey of the main character through this book is the remembering that dreams are possible, that you should never let go of your dreams, of your hopes, of your aspirations, and that you should go after them with everything that you've got, knowing that you will be successful. The book reminds you not to fear the idea of failure, but rather to focus on persevering, on continuing to go through even when there are moments of darkness or uncertainty, or even these moments of deep despair where you feel like nothing will ever turn around or there is no light in sight. This book is a gentle reminder that through the darkness, through the journey of uncertainty, there is always the light. And more importantly, that the light exists within you. Through the journey of the main character in The Alchemist, you're reminded to let go of attachments, to let go of this idea of needing to have control, of needing to know exactly what's going to happen in the next moment, and to also remember the importance of surrender, of trusting in the process, of trusting the universe, and of never letting go of that dream that you have for yourself. So that's why this book makes the list as one of the top 4 books that you need to read as you're experiencing your spiritual awakening. The second book I'm going to share with you all all, is a book that is very near and dear to my heart. This book cracked my heart wide open and helped me to really tune in and tap into my heart chakra. And as you are experiencing your spiritual awakening, you will feel this connection to your heart as your heart opens up and starts seeing the world in a whole new light and starts helping you to remember who you truly are. And so the second book I recommend for you is Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart. This book made me cry a lot. This isn't a book that I've seen many people talk about on social media. This isn't typically one of your spiritual awakening books, but if you are experiencing some type of grief, some type of loss, some type of shame or guilt, or you lack self-worth or you lack self-love, then I would 1 billion% recommend this book. Through the daily meditations and stories that Melody Beattie shares in her book, Journey to the Heart, you start to unravel the layers that have created so much pain and suffering in your life. You start peeling away that embarrassment, that trauma, that hopelessness, that helplessness, that guilt, that despair, and all those lower vibrational emotions to reveal what is at the core of every single one of you, and that is love. Through her stories, she reminds you of the creative force that you are, of all the gifts, the natural abilities that you have, and how possible it is for you to show up in your fullest expression every day in order to live a life of fulfillment and hope. She shares the grief that she experienced in her life, and through her story, she reminds you that even in these moments of darkness, even in these moments of deep despair and difficulty, there are always these little miracles, these little slivers of light, of hope that exist in this world to remind you to keep going. She does this incredible job of reminding us of the mystery and the magic that's intertwined all around this universe, how every single moment in our lives creates this ripple effect, and how in these moments where we feel like nothing is ever going to go our way, and in these moments where we feel like the world is against us, the world truly, the universe truly is never against us. It's simply helping us to get to this next stage in our life as part of our evolution, as part of our soul purpose, and as part of our soul contract. Through this book, you're going to be reminded of how important it is for you to have compassion for yourself and compassion for others as you are experiencing your spiritual awakening and as you are going through this journey of evolution, of consciousness, of awareness. This book is like the girlfriend that cheers you on and reminds you to embrace your special powers, your special gifts, in order to help create that positive ripple effect out into this world. But like I said, this book will probably make you cry as it was making me tear up as I was explaining it. So reader, beware that this can be a tearjerker, especially if you are experiencing the dark night of the soul, or if you're going through a grieving moment in your life when you are experiencing loss, whether it be loss of love, loss of friendship, loss of a career, relationship, so on and so forth. If this video has been helping you out so far, please let me know by commenting below and by giving this video a thumbs up. If you've been following me for a little while, you would know that I am a Pisces moon and rising, and therefore you know that your girl loves to cry. She loves a good cry. And I shared with you that Melody Beattie's book can definitely generate some tears through the stories and the little messages that she shares. The third book I'm going to share with you is also a tearjerker, and I'm going to show you my actual physical copy, and you're going to be able to see literally how many tears have been shed over this book. If you are looking for a book to help you release, to help you let go and purge whatever heaviness you've been carrying that creates a burden in your life, a difficulty in your life, a challenge in your life, and you're realizing that you need to let go of it in order to continue to move on within your awakening journey, then this book is going to be for you. And that book is God Never Blinks by Regina Brett. And like, if you actually take a look, you can see this book has lots of tears. You can literally see that the pages are crumbled from all the tears. This book is all about deepening your relationship with God and, in essence, deepening the relationship that you have with yourself. Regina Brett talks about her journey into single motherhood, how she was looking for love in all the wrong places, and many of us that are experiencing a spiritual awakening journey or that have gone through a spiritual awakening journey really find ourselves at these crossroads where we start acknowledging and recognizing that we're attracting the wrong type of partners into our life, and therefore we continue to repeat the same patterns over and over again in our relationships. This book is all about realizing that the connection to your highest self exists not outside of you, but rather inside of you, and that the more that you tune in to that intuition, to that little voice inside of you, to your highest self, to your connection to God, the more that things will shift in a positive way in your life. If you've experienced any difficulty, any hardship, if you've gone through any sort of tough time, this book will resonate with you on a deep, deep level. And not only will it help you to feel seen and heard, but it will help you to process the emotions, the feelings of all the difficulties and challenges that you faced in your life. It'll remind you that you are not alone, that God is always watching, that your highest self is always available to support you along your journey. This book is a reminder that your angels, your guides, your masters, your teachers, that the universe is always conspiring to work in your favor. Even in the moments where it feels like the universe is against you, the universe is really just taking you on this journey to help you get to that which you desire in your life, which is happiness and fulfillment for all of us. I consider Regina Brett's God Never Blinks book as a way to help make peace with the difficulty that we experience in life. It is a way to help us forgive. Not by forgetting the atrocious things that may have happened to you or to me or to any of us, but rather by understanding from a place of compassion, rather by understanding that the more that we hold on to resentment, the more that we hold on to rage and anger and bitterness towards those that have harmed us, the more that we're truly harming ourselves. And that's why I love this book so much, especially if you have been wronged by somebody, if you have experienced some sort of trauma, abuse, toxicity, if you've been with a narcissist, if you grew up with a narcissist, if you've grown up in any type of difficult or hard childhood or an environment where you were oppressed or literally made to feel small or contained or put into a box, this book will help you to crack wide open. It will help you to understand how to forgive those people, how to make peace with what happened, how to really just let go of the pain and suffering, because at the end of the day, by holding on to all that resentment, by holding on to that bitterness, that anger, that rage, you're really just doing a disservice to yourself. Through this book, Regina reminds every single one of you that it's important to look at things from a whole new lens, a whole new perspective, because sometimes we're just looking at things the wrong way, and that's why we can't see the way through the obstacle or difficulty that we are facing. So sometimes if you look at things from a different angle or a different perspective, you might be able to see how to move through that which is difficult or challenging for you. I've saved this book for last because, in my opinion, this is a must-have book for any spiritual person, any person who practices consciousness or awareness. This book helped me to transform my life. This book helped me to see exactly who I was, to remember who I was, and to let go of the idea of needing to pretend to be somebody else in order to be approved or validated by others. This book shattered my ego, literally, into a million pieces. It helped me to understand how the ego plays a massive role in literally creating havoc, difficulty, and hardship in our life. It helped me to understand the importance of realizing that we cannot dissolve the ego, but when we let the ego take charge, we literally co-create a life of chaos for ourselves. It taught me how to understand to put the ego aside, how to really connect with the authentic self, and how to discover parts of myself that I had completely forgotten existed. Before I tell you what this book is, I will share one really funny story, because this book helped me between my first spiritual awakening and my second spiritual awakening. And those two were the darkest moments in my life. There was a point when I was reading this book during my second spiritual awakening, and I would literally throw it across my bedroom. I hated this book. I had this love-hate relationship with it, and I would get so angry and so triggered and so worked up by it. And it was only after reading the book time and time again that I realized what it was actually doing. It was actually triggering my insecurities. It was triggering my ego. It was triggering the false identity that I had created for myself as a method of self-preservation. So I will warn you that if you are in this process of really getting to recognize how your ego plays a negative role in your life, this book may trigger you. And the book I'm talking about is You Are Not Who You Think You Are by Albert Clayton Galton. If you are tired of living within the false constructs of society, if you want to break free from these barriers, these limitations that are perceived, they're not even real limitations, they're just placed upon you as part of this illusion, this delusion to keep you small, to keep you trapped, then this book is for you. If you're experiencing this moment where you're realizing that you are wearing mask after mask after mask in order for your mom to like you, your friends to like you, your boss to like you, in order to be approved, in order to fit in, then this book will help you to really peel away all these false identities this false life that you create for yourself in order to align with who you truly are, in order to connect with who you truly are, and in order to embody who you truly are so you can shine at your highest expression. This book is a reminder of how important it is to honor your true authentic self, how to let go of the idea of needing to mold yourself or form yourself into this person that you are not in order to be accepted or approved of by society. This book helped to answer some of the deepest questions I had about life, like why I was here on earth, what was my purpose, why I continued to attract the same toxic partners over and over again, and why I felt like I needed to wear these masks or pretend to be somebody else in order to be accepted by others. This book is all about going within. It's about tuning in and tapping in to who you truly are at your deepest core. It's about remembering who you are and how important it is for you to shine from that place of authenticity. It's a book meant to support your spiritual journey on a very deep subconscious and unconscious level. The main message of this book is that through doing the inner work, through finding your inner strength, you can reclaim your power and show up in this world in your highest expression and achieve everything that you desire for your life. If there's only one book that you take away from today's video, I would definitely recommend that it be You're Not Who You Think You Are. For any of you that are going through your spiritual awakening, this book will help you tremendously in being able to uncover the things that have been hidden from you for so long in order for you to experience that consciousness, the awareness that will help you to tap in and tune in to source consciousness, to your highest self, so that you can align your life and finally unlock the dream life that you've always desired for yourself. If you found this video supportive and helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what kind of other videos I can create to help you out in your awakening journey. I will see you over at the next video. We'll see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.